Hey guys, I am here just in an empty retail. Well, actually, this is not retail. This is an empty office, and this is considered a medical office. So there's a lot of different types of office classes, but I just wanted to kind of vent that offices are not as good of investments as multifamily. Multifamily is something that's like always used. It's always something that people are going to use and people want. Whereas offices, they kind of go with however the economy is. So when the economy changes, this is a dental office actually, but when the economy changes, this dentist actually just left, and see, as you can see down there, they left with their chairs, which are considered fixtures. So in the lease, a lot of times they'll take their fixtures, but that's actually against that lease contract. Side tangent there, but anyways, what I'm trying to say is these office buildings, as nice as they seem, they're just, in this environment nowadays with the need for housing, especially the affordable housing in California, a multifamily that's priced the same as an office building is just two different ball games. The office is always going to be a lot more work, a lot more everything. From when you sign a lease, it's like considered a long-term contract. When you do it with that's granite right there. This is part of their build out that they did back like 15 years ago. So as you can tell, it's a little outdated. But yeah, so these office buildings, here's the waiting room. These office buildings are just a lot more work. But when you do get someone to occupy an office building, they will stay there for 15, 20 years. Whereas a multifamily, especially these affordable level multifamilies, you have a lot more turnover. But to me, I'm actually just more used to that. And in the environment that we're in right now, this housing crisis where there's just not enough housing for people, especially low rent housing, that's just so much simpler. When you look at the cap rates on a retail or office versus multifamily, in the multifamilies, especially in LA, you'll get into like the 4 or under cap rates, 3 point something. Seems like the numbers don't even work, like you can't even cash flow. But a lot of people, when they're in the middle of their search, they'll start, oh, look at this office building, maybe I should just do an office building. Oh, look at this retail shop, oh wow, 7 cap, 6 cap instead of a 3 multifamily. Do not fall for it, because it's just a completely different ball game. An office or a retail shop can be empty for a year. There are offices that are empty for 2-3 years, especially the larger corporate ones, like down in Torrance, California. There's it's a Toyota was leasing these offices. They owned some of the property that they were using down there, but some of these properties, they've been empty for, I think, 2 or 3 years. And that just shows that when you do have empty office buildings or retail or anything commercial outside of multifamily, then you can have these issues. So anyways, this is a pretty decent office. It's a little outdated, but it's all intact. And it's just sitting here. It's been months and months of it being empty, and usually when you do find a tenant, the tenant will ask for TI, which is tenant improvement credits. They'll ask for 20, 30,000, and you'll have to give that money to have them do repairs and fix up, the outdated property. And you don't have to do that for a multifamily. You just throw some paint, put in some carpet or laminate floor, and call it a day. But anyways, that's just a little venting, and just don't fall or compare apples to apples when you're looking at office buildings, retail versus multifamily. Multifamily is always the easiest to deal with. What lenders prefer, you'll get the least, you'll be able to buy them with the least, the largest loan to value, 80% sometimes, 70, 80%, even 80, 90 for a A-class building. But these retail office buildings are always going to be a lot more. Anyways, happy investing and good luck out there.